Hello, I have had the most amazing day off. I've really just, loved it. I woke up super early. I woke up at like 6 because I think that's just my body clock. But then I went back to sleep and I kept waking up, and then eventually I chose to wake up at I think like 10 to 9 or so. So definitely a bit earlier than I would have liked, especially considering I went to bed after 1 in the morning last night, but oh well. And then I didn't really do much. I'm trying to think. I might have edited a video and just basically chilled. Oh, and I listened to the tracks for tomorrow. So I did that in the morning, and then I went into the city because I was meeting a friend to see the Batman, and it was really warm weather. But anyway, I got to the city and waited in Leicester Square because it was lovely weather and I could. And then we went to see the Batman. Now, to be honest, I had very low expectations for this. I have never seen any of the Batmans. I am not really into Batman, and I'd heard that DC films are really dark, and I really don't like dark films, not in terms of like storyline, but in terms of like actual lighting. And it was, and that was probably my biggest problem with the movie, to be honest. I really enjoyed it otherwise. The cinema was huge. We went to the Odeon in Leicester Square and we didn't realise quite how big it would be, but it was a really lovely cinema. It was so nice, and it was quite empty, so we had plenty of space to dump our stuff. And like I said, I really enjoyed the movie, so that was a success, more so than I was expecting. And then we went to the vegan Burger King there, and I got a vegan Whopper, I think, and it was so good. And my friend, who does usually eat meat, got, I think, the vegan Royale, and they said both tasted just like basically normal, and it was really busy, which was good because I'm hoping it'll stay there. It was really good food, and it was better value for money, I would say, for a vegan option than McDonald's. I got a lot more. I think I paid maybe an extra 30 or 50p, but I got a lot more for my meal, so that was a success. And then we went to see Showstoppers. I went to see Showstoppers almost exactly 3 years ago, almost to the day, and I loved it then. And then just by chance, I happened to see that they were doing a showing tonight on my day off. So I said to my friend, who had already mentioned this show to, that they might enjoy it and if they wanted to come, and they absolutely did. And we got there and they told us that they were upgrading our seats for free, which I was completely shocked by. I've never had that happen to me, not that I can recall anyway. So instead of sitting in the balcony, we were in the grand circle, and we had really good seats. So that was amazing, and it was so funny. It was so good. The story was set in an underwater fairground, and it was called Roller Coast. And they did a couple of songs referring to Roller Coast. The first person who used it, actually, like in the script, I suppose, said something about, "You're not my roller coaster, you're just my roller coast," and it worked so well, and then they just kept reusing that line. But it was really good, and just, it was really random because they kept like trying to marry each other and no one knew what was happening. It was really funny. I would say it was slightly less funny than when I went to see it 3 years ago, but when I went to see it 3 years ago, I think I was like 4 rows from the front or something, so I could see their facial expressions a bit more, where it was obviously so far back it was a little bit harder to see, but it was still so good, and I so highly recommend it, and I would go see it every day if I had the money and the means, and if it was on every day. I just cannot recommend it enough. And then now I am heading home, so that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I might chat to you guys after, but I might not, so goodbye. Hello, just to finish that video off, I don't really have much more to say except that I love Showstoppers. I love what they do, and I'm really pleased with how I spent my day off. It was a very good day off, and it was the perfect balance between doing enough that I feel like I made the most out of it, but also it being chill enough that I don't feel like I wasted my day off by doing too much stuff. I don't think that makes sense, but it does in my mind. Also, the very last thing I want to say is that I am loving the outfit I'm wearing today. It's really simple. It's just this top, these jeans, and these boots with the nice socks, but I'm just loving it. There's just something about it that I just feel so nice in, and it's just ticking all the boxes for me. So anyway, that's all. I'm gonna go to bed now because I do have an early start tomorrow, and who knows when I'll see you next. Bye!